Hi everyone, welcome to InShanghai Roundtable. Today with us are two artists invited by Shanghai in My Mind.
My name is Ines. I live in Paris, France. I'm a graphic designer and I grew up in Shanghai and I left about 9 years ago, and so I came back for this project and I'm really excited.
And this is her father, Yann Debella, and he is also a very famous designer.
My name is Yann Debella de Montby. I've been in Shanghai for 18 years, since 2006, and I'm a creative director, interior designer, and photographer.
Now let's uncover their stories with creation, with inspiration, also your story with Shanghai, with China. The reason why we meet here is because of Shanghai in My Mind, the initiative. Actually, you both have very long historic experience with the city. So what did you get, or what kind of inspiration you draw from these days, this tour in Shanghai?
Even if we spend 20 years and 10 years, actually you still miss out on certain places, and it was very interesting because I think the goal was to show us the traditional aspect as well as the innovative aspect. So in the morning we were in the Shanghai Tower, so the tallest tower, and then the next moment you're in the Yuan Garden, like a very traditional place. Really helps you to understand what Shanghai represents. We went to the Shitiandi old house. I had never been. I went to Shitiandi a lot, but I had never visited those old houses. Shanghai is so intense, so you don't really take the time to visit those places. So it was very, very interesting.
Super interesting, as Ines said, to go behind the wall of different places in Shanghai, which I thought I knew, but in fact there is many, many places to discover.
How do you see your work as a bridge of the culture between China and France?
We as French, and loving the culture here, and more even importantly loving the people here, because it is today our home. Shanghai is our home, and we felt very welcoming. So I felt personally more and more the fact to share the different feeling that I had, and as well the different project and creative process with the Chinese people, because they have that, especially in Shanghai, they have that curiosity. They always want to learn more and fast. So you have to be super fast here, because people get bored very quickly, because they want always something very stimulating, which is a great challenge. For me, it was always a great challenge, because you have to deliver something which is true, which makes sense. You need to be able to explain, not just make something abstract and say it is beautiful. You need to try to involve people and share. So it's all about sharing.
People call Shanghai is the forefront of the China's reform and opening up. So through your eyes, how would you see the development of China in Shanghai?
But Shanghai concentrates a lot of creative people because they can share. I think in creativity, it's very much all about sharing. It's not something selfish, it's about sharing. And I think Shanghai probably has a very strong input in whatever happened in China, because it makes people much more open-minded and more creative, which is very important, because creativity, I think, helps you to go forward in many, 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 many things.
And compared with the time that you just arrived in Shanghai, in China, what kind of the biggest changes that you observed in this country?
I really like what turn Shanghai is taking, how it's evolving creatively. I remember when we arrived, there were very few museums. We would actually go to the museum maybe once every 6 months. And I came back this week. I think I've been to 5 museums with Shanghai in my mind, but also this weekend with my parents. This will attract people from all over China. Shanghai is becoming a very, very creative place, and it has great places to showcase artists, so a lot of opportunities there.
What's your expectation for the future collaboration between China and France in terms of like culture exchanges or other sectors?
I think to a certain extent, I think the Chinese are very close to French people. There is many, many similarities. But that link is a very natural link. China and France have so many things together. That passion for music, for fashion, for literature, for poetry, for art. I hope in the future we'll see more and more collaboration, more and more people moving from both sides, which means as well more French people coming to discover Shanghai.
Thank you for sharing, and thank you for with us in these times in Shanghai Roundtable. See you next time.
Thank you.
Yeah.